This is the Lockpicking Lawyer. I'm posting this video partially as a short instructional video and partially as a follow-up to my last video in which I picked this American Lock Series 700 padlock. Now, shortly after I posted that last video, I received a question from a viewer asking me how I knew when to stop picking the serrated pins. This viewer saw what I was doing and saying. I was saying things like, okay, I got 3 clicks out of this pin, I got 2 clicks out of this pin, I got 4 clicks out of this pin. And his question was, quite reasonably, how did you know when to stop? And I knew when to stop when I heard the pin set. Now, feel has something to do with it as well, but sound is very important to my picking. I didn't realize exactly how important until I attended a tool meeting here in DC probably about 8 months ago. It was in a very noisy bar. And at that meeting, my ability to pick American locks absolutely just went downhill. Usually I can open these with well under a minute, and I was spending 2-3 minutes opening these locks. And the reason was I could no longer hear the pins set. So I weaned myself off of sound dependence in my picking, at least to the extent I was dependent on it before. But it's still very important, and I'm hoping to show you what the difference is right now. To give you the best chance of hearing what I'm hearing, I'm putting my microphone right next to the lock. And I've shot this video before, and unfortunately, you can only hear the difference, or at least I could only hear the difference, probably about 1/4 to 1/3 of the time. So I'm going to pick this lock 3 times in a row for you. Hopefully you will be able to hear the difference between a serration and the pin actually setting at least a couple times. But I encourage you to try the same thing that I'm doing and listen for the difference. It's much more distinct in person. Now, to amplify the sound, I'm using slightly heavier tension than most people use on American locks. Everyone says use very, very light tension. That's good advice normally, but for me, I prefer to crank the tension up a little bit and amplify the sound and the feedback. Okay, we've got a binder here. Let's listen carefully. Okay, there was 1 dull click and then a slightly sharper click. Got another binder. Okay, 2 dull clicks and then a slightly sharper one. Okay, 1 dull, then a sharp. Okay, that one was just sharp. I know for a fact that one is set. Okay, 2 dulls and then a sharper one, and then we had a spool. Let's pick this lock again. Okay, let's listen. 1 dull, then 1 sharp. Two dull and then a sharp. Again, 2 and then 1, then the pin set. That was just 1 sharp one, set quickly. Okay, 2 sharp and, or I'm sorry, 2 dull clicks and then it's set. And then we're open. One last time, let's pick this lock. Okay, let's listen now. 1 dull, 1 sharp. Two dull and then a sharp. Two and then 1 sharp. 1 sharp, that one's set. 2 clicks and then a set. And now we're open. I hope you could hear that, and even if you can't, try this on your own. pay careful attention to the sound it's making when you crank the tension up just a little bit, and I think you'll be impressed with the results. You'll be able to pick these locks a lot faster that way. That's all I have for now. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe. And as always, have a nice day. Thank you.